If you've ever bought or made a giant tub of hummus only to realize you can't finish it before it goes bad, don't panic. Freezing hummus is totally a thing. And yes, it can still taste delicious after defrosting, but you need to do it right. That's why in this video, we're going to share with you some tips on how to freeze your hummus like a pro so you're never stuck throwing out your favorite dip again. Our first tip is that you need to pick the right container. Before you throw that hummus in the freezer, make sure you're using the right storage method. Airtight containers work great because they help to prevent freezer burn, which is the enemy of good hummus. If you're using store-bought hummus, you can freeze it right in its original container. Just make sure that the lid is on tightly. Another great option, freezer-safe resealable bags. Just spread the hummus out in a thin layer before sealing to make thawing easier and faster. Now, if you have a vacuum sealer, use it. Vacuum sealing hummus removes excess air, preventing freezer burn and keeping it fresher for longer. Just make sure to freeze it in a sturdy bag before vacuum sealing to avoid squeezing all the air out of your hummus in the process. Our quick vac containers are also one of the best ways to either store your hummus in the fridge or in the freezer. With a few quick pumps, you can vacuum seal your hummus, locking in the taste and texture, all without having to use any electronics. You can check out the description to get it on Amazon. Our next tip is that you shouldn't fill the container all the way up with the hummus. You see, hummus tends to expand a little when it freezes, so don't fill your container all the way to the top. Leave a little bit of space, about half an inch, to avoid any hummus explosions in your freezer. Trust me, nobody wants to clean that up. Our third tip is to drizzle a little olive oil on top. A thin layer of olive oil on top of your hummus before freezing helps to maintain its creamy texture, and this little trick locks in moisture and keeps it from drying out. Our fourth tip is to label it. Unless you enjoy playing mystery foods every time you open your freezer, grab a marker and label your containers with the date. Frozen hummus is best used within 3 to 4 months, so knowing when you stashed it away will help you to use it while it's still at its best. Our fifth tip is that you need to thaw your hummus the right way. When you're ready to dig into your hummus again, the best way to thaw it is to move it to the fridge and let it defrost overnight. Avoid microwaving it, as hummus hates extreme temperature changes and can get weirdly grainy if you heat it up too fast. The sixth tip is that you will need to remix your hummus. Once thawed, hummus can sometimes separate or get a little thicker than you remember. Just give it a good stir. If it's too thick, mix in a teaspoon of water or a bit of olive oil to bring it back to life. And our final tip is that you shouldn't refreeze your hummus. Once you've thawed your hummus out, do not freeze it again. It won't have the same texture and it might even taste a little funny. Instead, portion your hummus into smaller servings before freezing so you only need to defrost what you will use. Now, a great bonus tip is to freeze your hummus in ice cube trays. If you want small single-serve portions of hummus, then freeze it in an ice cube tray first, pop out the cubes, and store them in a freezer bag. These are perfect for grabbing just enough hummus for a snack without defrosting an entire batch. You can check out the description for our recommended products and more articles to learn more. Foodlight is dedicated to sharing food tips and hacks, and one of our goals with our products and videos is to help to reduce food waste. One of the best ways that you can help us is to like our video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you very much.